Zina here. Jess said you guys wanted to know how I clean hats. I am definitely not a professional at this. This is just things that I've learned. I'm going to show you some of my mistakes too that broke Jess's heart. So first off, I'm going to show you some of the items that I use to deal with hats. One of the biggest purchases I made is a steamer. This thing is awesome. So we have a steamer. Some of the cleaning products I use this is Oxyclean.
And it's the odor blasters one. Mm-hmm. We've been using that one lately, or you have anyway.
Dawn Platinum. I believe this is concentrated. And
you don't have to get the green papaya scent. Zina just likes it.
No, you don't have to do that scent, but you do want Dawn Ultra.
The platinum.
Platinum.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call these things.
It's a hat form.
Hat form.
That's what I would call it. We've actually got two of them. We managed to come across the second one too. They're kind of hard to find because they're hand carved, aren't they?
I don't know, but they are quite expensive. They can be quite expensive. So
this one was like $50, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love it.
You can do different things though.
You can use a bowl.
Yeah, you can use a bowl. Grab one of those purple bowls real quick. We have some Walmart bowls. Well, some bowls that we got at Walmart that I've seen somebody else use for shaping a hat.
Got these for like 50 cents or
they're like 50 cents, but you can see they're pretty close. This is perfectly round, of course, and this is a little oblong like an actual head, but those will work, so.
So I have this, sometimes use a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And then we have some brushes. These are medium brushes, as you can see. This is from that Rejuvenator kit. Mm-hmm. But it's a medium bristle brush.
What all came in your kit?
This is for shoes. It came with 3 brushes, some cleaning stuff, a bag to put the shoes in, to put them in the laundry. Might come with something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's pretty cool.
The 3 brushes are what are they? Soft, medium, and is it hard?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the hard bristle one is for would be for the bottom of shoes.
Yeah. You don't want to use that on hats.
No, not even on shoes either. Yeah. The top part anyway, uppers.
Yeah.
So that, and then obviously your lint roller. So, these are the main things that I use to clean hats for different things. So this here is a perfect example of something I would use just the steamer for. This is a foam hat, and basically it's pretty clean. It just needs to be reshaped.
Yeah, you can see it's got wrinkles and stuff. These wrinkles, I've done it too. She's shown me how to do it. And like this little wrinkle right there, that'll pop out almost immediately. It's cool.
So we'll do that here in just a second. So we have stuff like this here. This hat is a Nike SB hat. And this one here, maybe on this here, when I put the Oxyclean, so when I soak a hat, I put Oxyclean and a little bit of this Dawn Ultra in there, and then I soak it. While the hats are soaking, I will use that water for these ones that just maybe need a little bit of a scrub brush and scrub a little bit. I'll dip it in and do that. This one right here, mostly though, probably just needs to be dusted off. See this here? If you just take these soft bristle brushes, you can dust it.
Show us real quick on that one a little bit, on that bill.
Yeah.
Like in that crease and stuff.
So if you just take these soft bristle brushes and you just keep, just go like this, this one might need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it kind of knocks the dirt loose though,
yeah.
And it comes off a little easier.
So something like that's what I would do with those. This one's not going to need much.
No.
This Waffle House, the same thing. It's probably... Yep.
Oh yeah, that came right off.
Yeah, this one is just only going to need probably just to be brushed to get these dust. And
probably a lint roll after that, right?
Yeah, a lint roll, this brush right here, just get all this off. Maybe a steam to reshape it a little bit. But yeah, this is what I use this kind of stuff for. And the inside doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
So I would just, for this hat here, I would only use the soft or the medium bristle brush. I'd just clean off all this dust and all this fuzz, use the lint roller, get all the fuzz off it. If I still am not happy about the shape, I'll steam it real quick and pop it onto the hat form. And then that'll clean that up. These ones here, these are gross.
Yeah, that one's pretty gross. They have some yellowed spots all over them. Yeah, you can see that discoloration there.
So these ones, especially since they're all white, I'm going to soak these in Oxyclean.
I think we pretty much got all of these white ones at the bins too. So if something gets messed up, it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, we got like every color. Oh, that one's a OSU one. Mm-hmm. Got a little Pistol Pete with swinging a golf club. That's cute.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw all of those into an oxy soak. So what I do for an oxy soak is I take a 5-gallon bucket in my laundry room in the sink there. I put a scoop of Oxyclean, a little bit of the Dawn Ultra, and then Dawn Platinum, sorry. And then I just soak the hats in there for however long you feel they need. An hour, 2 hours, 8 hours.
You just stir it around real good and get it like sudsy looking kind or something?
Yeah, okay. and then I'll pull them out and I'll take the scrub brush and I'll scrub any spots that need to be scrubbed. My preference is to do this kind of stuff where I can leave these hats to dry outside in the sun. So I will soak these and I'll try to get back to you guys and show you where I hang them up outside and all that stuff like that. The sunlight on the Oxyclean is really good. You want it, I don't know why,
but kind of activate it somehow.
I think it does. It does something with it, but yeah, if you could dry it in direct sunlight, it even makes it better, especially the white ones.
So you only want to do that with like more modern hats, right? The soaking process.
You probably want to do that with the ones that are more modern. You could probably soak longer and stuff. Vintage stuff. This is what I did that upset Jessica.
This is a vintage Chicago Bulls hat. New era. Look at that bull. He's solid black. Yeah, it got a little messed up.
As the color
you see that how faded that black is right here? That leached out.
Well, you can even see the color. The color's not dark red like it was.
This was bright red, looked really crispy, but there was something up with it, so she decided to soak it like all the other hats. This is when she was really new to doing this.
So you can see the difference. See how red this is and then how light this is?
Yeah, you can see the difference.
Because when I dried it, the red stayed in this part.
I walked by or into the laundry room and saw red liquid dripping, and I started to almost cry.
So
I was excited about that hat.
Hats that are vintage, you gotta be really careful with. You might be able to dip it in, maybe real quick. Definitely by yourself, not with other hats.
Does this one say if it's wool or not? I think wool hats tend to bleed like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say what are those, crushed velvet? Not crushed velvet.
Yeah, this is 100% wool, so definitely don't soak wool.
Yeah. Like we had a Coca-Cola green hat that was...
oh yeah, that one was some kind of wool too.
Yeah, some kind of wool.
It actually felt kind of scratchy.
And as soon as I stuck it in there, the color just started pouring out of it. So...
be mindful of that kind of stuff. Make sure you do a test spot.
Yeah, so if it's something that's really vintage and you're not really sure about it, definitely don't soak it. Maybe just use a little... brush with a little bit on there, a little wet brush or something to try to get some of those spots out and things like that. Also, that's what this could be good for.
But be gentle with that though, because alcohol is pretty abrasive.
Yes, be gentle with this too. This is for little tiny spots.
Yeah.
You don't want to clean the whole hat. It's got a little tiny spot. You could just dip your brush into the rubbing alcohol just a tiny bit and try to get that spot out a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's what I use the rubbing alcohol for. I don't use the rubbing alcohol very often, very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't see you do that anymore, really.
Yeah, so let me show you real quick. I'll steam this one hat for you to show you what I do with that one, and then
Is your steamer on?
Yeah, it's on. It's been on.
Oh, okay. Normally I see I feel it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you just take the steamer and you get it in here, and you want to get this steam up this. Sorry.
No, you're okay. It's hard to do when you're trying to show people.
So you
just she's going along this along the headband there.
Yeah, so you just want to get it nice and...
Going up underneath of the foam part here, just trying to get some steam up this direction.
Yeah, you can also take the steamer and on this bill here, you can steam it to try to get this to flatten out.
And these steamers aren't real expensive. They're like, what, 25 or so?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Maybe on Amazon?
So...
you moved and I forgot to move. Sorry. That was my fault.
So I'll be careful. We'll burn your fingers. The steamer is very hot.
Yes, the steam will get you. I've been gotten quite a few times.
So I'll do that, and then I will do this here. Try to pull it down on it.
I would turn that one sideways, maybe, because it's so wide that way.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes they're formed.
Let me tell you how to do your own job. So there's that crease right there. Try to pop that one out from the front.
Yeah, I will. Some of them are better than others with the process. Some...
Hit that one and then show us. See if we can watch it disappear. That would be so cool.
Well, this one over here...
It's trying to pop out. Oh, yeah. It's getting there.
It's burning my hand. Okay.
Careful, don't stretch it all out.
I'm not stretching it all. I'm just trying to
You just make me nervous. This is why I normally don't watch you do this stuff. Because I'm like, no, don't do that.
I mean, even like just that little bit that I did already is a huge improvement. Look at that.
Yeah.
It'll stand right up
Yeah,
now.
it's already standing up, so that's good.
So
good progress. So you can do that, you know, a few times.
So I'll steam it, and then I will set it on. I'll leave it like this for a little while on the form. Let me cinch this up just a little bit.
Struggle bus.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
And then I will just leave it on the form like that for a little while.
A little snug to hold it kind of tight, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those creases will come out. I think if you go over it again.
So
not right now, but you know.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how I do the foam hats to get them cleaned up. And same for this. If it was a little dusty and it didn't need to be soaked, I might put it on this form like this and dust all this first before I steam it. And just make sure you get all the dirt and all that stuff like that off of it.
You think if you steam it before you get any of the dirt off, it'll be like muddy and or not mud, but you know what I mean, make it stick more?
It might. So that's why I like to try to get the dust off if it needs it beforehand. I'll put it on the form, dust it all off real good, and then steam it. So that's the way we do that.
Okay.
And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I will take you guys in with me in here in a little while, and I'm gonna soak these hats.
Well, they're gonna see it here in just about a split second.
Yeah. So I'm gonna soak these hats and then show you what I do to clean up any spots that I might have, and then where I let them dry, and then we'll show you what they look like after we're done.
Okay.
I think that's the main things I do. If you have any questions or whatever, hit me up and I'll see if I can answer them.
In the comments down below.
And
all of these products, aside from like, you can easily get Oxyclean and the Dawn Platinum at like Walmart or Target or somewhere like that, grocery store. Same with the isopropyl alcohol, but Zina's had this RESHOEVN8R set for quite some time, but we'll see if we can find the exact set on Amazon, and we will link it down below.
I don't think you can get it on Amazon.
Well, we'll look and see if we can find something that's pretty well the same. This does work good for shoes too. We used it for shoes when we first got it.
Yeah.
And then we will also link the steamer and this hat form. We found this on eBay, so you guys may need to look on eBay for those, a wood hat form.
Okay, and one more thing real quick before I go on to the next something like this where there's like the nasty headband part
like
of the hat,
sweaty, yellowed.
Yeah. So if you have an issue where maybe the hat is great and all it is just this is gross, you can take Oxyclean and the Dawn, and you put the Oxy and then a little bit of Dawn in there, and you basically mix it until it's like a little paste, almost like a toothpaste or a little pasty, and then you just rub it on there and leave it set. So the reason why the Dawn is great is because the Dawn sucks out the oils.
Yeah, it's like a degreaser, right?
Like, yeah. So if you put that like paste on there and leave it for a while, and then hit it with the little scrub brush and clean it, it'll pull out all those greases, the greasiness from people's
how
sweat
long
and skin.
On average do you think you normally leave it?
It depends. I don't really have a set time, but
just
probably,
whenever you remember.
Yeah, I mean it could sit for several hours.
At least 15 minutes, or
I would say longer than that.
Okay.
I would say you want to leave it for a couple hours because it's dry almost. It like dries up and then it like sucks up the.
Okay. So you're letting it sit on there long enough that it dries up.
Pretty much.
Because it kind of like it'll like draw it out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then I'll take the little scrub brush, dip it in the water the water mixture I have of that too, and then I'll just scrub it real quick one more time. Let it dry and go from there. Okay. So if you don't need to soak the whole entire hat, just the band right here is pretty bad and needs a cleaning. Make a paste out of the Dawn and the Oxyclean, and then just put the paste on there and let it sit for a few hours.
Cool. Anything else, or are we ready to move on to the soak?
We'll move on to the soak.
All right, we'll see you guys there.
All right, so like I was saying, 5-gallon bucket. I already put the water in there. There's a mixture, a scoop of Oxyclean and some Dawn in there, and then I put some hot water. It's kind of cool now, but And then I just take these hats and I stick them in here and let them soak for several hours.
Just make sure that they go all the way down in there, right?
Yeah, I just make sure that they get all wet.
You can probably always add a little more water, huh? If
yeah.
you need to.
If you need to, add some more water, but I make sure that they all get in there and really good, you know what I mean? Like they're in there soaking really good.
You can see the brown coming up in that water already.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. So if I put the water too hot and I need to, I'll just use a little thing like this and make sure they get all mixed in there real good.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And so then when I'm ready, like I said, I'll pull them out, take a little scrub brush and try to get in some of these cracks.
This is a tile brush, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a little Walmart special tile and grout brush. And it's a pretty stiff brush though, so
or I usually actually like that other one. It's in the kitchen. I was just showing you. What is that one? Is that a nail brush?
Oh, your shoe one or
no? Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. I'll be right back. This is the brush I like to use. Oh, this is a hand and nail brush. Yeah, hand and nail brush. So this is what I like to use for this area right here.
I feel like we got this in the. I'm pretty sure we got this in the cleaning supplies area though, not in the.
Yeah, I think we did.
Bathroom area.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let these ones soak, and then I'll show you here in a little while. So just a couple hats that don't really have that much of a mess. How I just clean them up real fast, and then I'll show you where I hang them to dry. All right, guys. These hats have been soaking for a while. I did come in here in the middle of their soak and try to scrub them a little bit. I'm going to finish off scrubbing them real quick and then give them a rinse and get them out to dry. So like I said, my favorite scrubber. Just hit up any spots that you see. They look pretty good. I don't think too concerned with anything. So hit that one up. That looks pretty good. So give those a little scrub, and then we're going to rinse them with some clean water. As you can see, most of them come in pretty clean. Some of them, this one looks like it's gonna have some yellowing issues no matter what. So we'll see once it dries out in the sun for a while, see if that makes a difference. But yeah, this is the main thing that I do to some of these hats. You just gotta be careful with the soak. Try not to soak them too long, especially if they're older. You might not want to soak them at all. Just hit them up and go from there. So yeah, we got those all scrubbed up. And then what I'm gonna do is take some clean water and try to rinse off any of the soap residue. And then as soon as I get these rinsed up, I'm going to take these out and let them dry for however long it takes to dry out in the sun outside. So that one, good. Throw these on a towel for a second. Now they will be dripping pretty good, so be prepared for that. But yeah, just give these a good rinse. Try to get all of that. So those are all rinsed up, ready to go. I'm gonna take you outside and show you where I'm gonna hang these. The next hat type that I do is these ones like this where it's just dusty, but maybe dusting it with the brush is not gonna get the dust off, so you need a little extra. So while hats are soaking, I'll get a bunch of these ones like this ready to go, and then I will just dip the brush in, get a little wet, and give them a little scrub to get that dust off. If I feel like this is not good enough, I'll dip the whole hat real fast, give it a scrub, then go take it outside and let it dry with the rest of the hats in the sun. So let me give this one a quick little brush. Same thing, if I brush it with this water, I'm going to also rinse it with some cool water afterwards to make sure I get all the soap residue off of it and all that good stuff. But yeah, just give it a quick scrub. Make sure I'm satisfied with how it looks. Then I will if I only brush part of it, I'll only rinse the part that I actually brush with the soap stuff. This one I'm kind of doing a lot, so as soon as I'm done, as usual, give it a quick little rinse, get the stuff off of it, the soap and stuff. And then I'm going to take this outside to dry. So when I took the white hats outside to dry, I made a mistake. I thought I was videoing it, and actually all I did was take a picture. Sorry, still learning how to use these cameras. So I will try that again, take a little video of where I hang these in my little setup I have out in the backyard for drying hats. So let me dry my hand here a little bit. All right, let's take you with me. All right, guys, it's early in the morning. Sun is slowly coming up. So this is where I hang my hats. We have this gazebo thing in the backyard. I just basically got these things that hang off of here. They just have hooks like this. Put them up, pop them up here. I hang the hats off of there like this. Here's the one I just cleaned. And I like that because I could take it down when I'm not using it. It's quick and easy to pop up. I can hang numerous hats up there, and they're just easy to work with. So yeah, I'm gonna put these hats up here and let them sit out here in the sun for this morning. I'm supposed to have a really nice sunny day today. Reminder on the red hats. You might want to do them by themselves. I had another leaker on me. This one here. I caught it right away. It started pouring out red dye right away, so I was able to take care of that before it damaged a bunch of other hats. But yeah, just throw them up here like this. Just throw them up there right like that. Let them dry in the sun for a few hours until they're nice and dry. And I like also the backyard because it's not going to hurt anything that they're just sitting here dripping onto the ground or wherever they're dripping on. It's not going to hurt nothing. So, sorry about my camera angle, guys. Anyway, hopefully that part's helpful. I got one more type I want to show you, and I'll show you the end results of how these hats look. Alright guys, this is the last one I'm going to show you. Like I said before, some of the hats are just dusty or just have some fibers on them. So situation like this, I throw it on my little hat stand, and I just use my medium bristle brush, and I try to get the dust and the fuzzies off of it. When I'm doing this, one of the other things I will use is a lint roller. So take the lint roller, try to get some of this fuzz off of this hat, and use the brush for any kind of dust or dirt or anything like that. So we'll get all this stuff off, get it ready for pictures. You'd be surprised what these brushes, how much of an improvement they can make on a hat without having to wash it or put it in or get it all wet and wash it. So yeah, lint roller, get the lint off, brush it. If you need the inside bill. Same thing, you can just run the brush through this area real quick, get any debris, dust, all that good stuff off. So that's pretty much most of the techniques I use to clean hats. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm not an expert. This is just what I've learned, and I have learned some of this stuff the hard way, and I still do. I put a hat in there and instantly started bleeding on me, or the red started running, so I had to get it out real fast and rinse it off. The mistakes will get made. Hopefully it doesn't cost you too much. But anyway, so that's pretty much all the things I do. Let me show you all the hats that I cleaned. So we have the Waffle House one here. We got the Nike one. Much better condition. It looks much better than it did. The Titleist, the white Titleist hats. So this one here, there was a couple marks I wasn't able to get out. Still throw it up there for sale, just reduce the price a little bit and make sure I mention that there's this little hole right here and a couple black marks I couldn't get out. But this hat had a lot of black marks and it looks way better than it did. All of these white Titleist hats are in fairly decent condition. So there's those hats. And then this is the hat that was all smashed. And as you can see, the steamer set it up fairly well. So that is all of the hats that I worked on. I think they look pretty good. Anyway, if you have any questions, definitely throw them in the comment section below. If I can, I'll answer the best of my abilities. I hope this was helpful to people, and you'll find it a valuable source of information. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
What Zina forgot to say here is, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!